Tens of thousands of sharks, whales, and dolphins go to the shores of South Africa due to schools of sardines in May every year. However, the best sardine hunter is not under the water, but a bird watching its prey 30 meters above the sea. The gannet. It is a magnificent hunter that hunts much more successfully than other seabirds. It has a perfect body structure. While even sharks can catch only one out of every 2 fish. The gannet's excellent hunting techniques make it a perfect hunter. Gannets reach a speed of about 120 kilometers in a short time from a height of 30 meters and hit their target without missing, like a spear in the rough, stormy sea. Yes, it is astonishing that they reach such a speed from such a short distance, which will overshadow the devices made by technology. However, the real astonishing thing is that the bird dives into the sea at a speed of 120 kilometers from a height of 30 meters, and it is not damaged by it at all. A living being that falls into the sea or on the ground at such a speed from this height is supposed to die. But nothing happens to this bird. For as soon as they touch the water during the dive, the airbags in their heads absorb the severity of the impact. Besides, these birds see from 2 different angles thanks to their eyes on either side of their face, and can easily catch their prey by calculating the distances in this way. The gannet, which moves perfectly over the water, has a body structure that can easily move under the water too. They swim easily in the water with their long necks, beaks, and webbed feet. You may wonder how these birds get oxygen in water. These birds can hunt under the water for about a minute, since they can hold the oxygen-rich air in the air sacs. These seabirds can dive 10 meters in their first attempt, and they can go down 20 meters deep in each flap. Like every living being, the gannet tells us about Allah, who created it with all those magnificent features, educated and managed it, and who has infinite knowledge and power. Just as the light shows the sun, so too do all those features show Allah, who is behind the scenes to our mind. We cannot deny the sun when we see the light. So how can we see this magnificent art and deny its artist? This bird tells us about Allah, who is its artist, as if shouting out with all its features. Let us listen to this bird now. It tells us something with its features. Let us hear what it says. It states the following: As you can see, I am a perfect hunter. Hunting is a difficult task that requires training. What coincidence hit me to make me such a perfect hunter and to give me such a magnificent structure? To what ignorant, will-less and lifeless causes can you attribute my perfect creation? Tell me, if Allah did not create me, who taught me how to fly and hunt perfectly like this? I fly from a height of 30 meters while hunting, and I can reach the speed of 120 kilometers in a very short time. Who but Allah can give me such a dynamic body and place those excellent devices within my body? You attribute the planes that dive just like me to an engineer. How can you attribute me to coincidence or chance, though I have much more complicated features than a plane? You know that a living being that falls into the sea or onto the ground at such a speed from this height will die. Have you ever thought who placed the airbags that absorb the severity of the impact during the dive in my head? Did those airbags occur coincidentally, or did ignorant and will-less causes design them for me? As I fly, I see views from 2 different angles, and I calculate distances perfectly. Do you really think that these eyes were placed on me and on thousands of my brothers like me by chance? People call us birds, and they sometimes say bird brain in order to despise our intellect. We say we wish people would think as much as we would instead of despising our intellect. You see that I move perfectly both on land and in water. What cause placed the long neck, beak, and webbed feet, which are necessary to do it, within my body? I can easily move in water too. Were the air sacs necessary for this purpose placed in my body by chance? Do you still not understand that I can never be the result of a coincidence with these amazing features, just like all living beings? Can you not see that no cause on earth can create me like this? How else would you like me to tell you that it is only Allah, who has infinite knowledge, will, and power, that created me?